Hey everybody! This video is about moderately aged ladies or near moderately aged ladies that is prepared to settle down with a man. The explanation I not in ladies that are moving toward middle age in this class is on the grounds that a few ladies in their 30s seem as though they're in their 40s. Besides the fact that a lady's regenerative window excessively short as it is, simply suppose it's an extra 5 or a decade more limited since she looks more seasoned for reasons unknown. Men believe that she's post the wall way too early. Concerning why a man could need to settle down with such a spent lady, what does she really offer and bring to the table that might be of some value? Her ripeness window is going to run out, and in the event that you truly do have kids with her, they'll have problems. The explanation I raise mental imbalance is on the grounds that there's presently proof that there's a gamble that increments concerning that condition with the mother's age. A lady that is prepared to settle down when she's significantly more established could, as of now, have kids from a past marriage. Also that she unquestionably has psychological weight from every one of the folks named Mario that were laying hush up within her. She's likely overweight, and regardless of whether she isn't, chances are she has medical problems. While she might have some cash from her vocation, chances are on the grounds that hypergamy never dozes, that she will be searching for a man that makes more than her, better looking as well, and, surprisingly, more youthful on the off chance that she can track him down. In any case, what does the man need to acquire? Friendship, maybe. Similarly, as numerous Western ladies are prepared to settle down, the men get lost. With men beyond 40 years old, only 12 to 15% get hitched after that point. Why bother with getting hitched after that point? You could become hopelessly enamored on the off chance that you're not bored as her looks have blurred. Yet the dangers far outweigh the prizes that point. A man moving in with the moderately aged lady is gambling with his benefits, his retirement. Calm long stretches of thought in his advanced age are supplanted by annoying and disparagement. Once in a while I wish animals would talk, since they would presumably red pill a greater number of men than Micto at any point has. I likewise believe it's uncalled for how society affronts men that would rather not settle down and call them a man-child. A man with Peter dish disorder that won't grow up is typically disgraced and caused to feel substandard. Yet a lady with Peter-Skillet condition is praised for strength of being free. Doesn't any other person out there see anything amiss with this? The twofold standard that debases men while raising people for similar kinds of conduct. Our general public doesn't disgrace women for deciding not to have kids or to have them. It doesn't actually disgrace them for not settling down, and progressively doesn't disgrace them for being without both mom and dad present. What are we permitted to disgrace ladies with nowadays, you inquire? Literally nothing, since they're wonderful creatures that couldn't possibly step out of line. Assuming we truly do disgrace them, we're the ones that get disgraced for that, all things being equal. I'm certain it will be eventually, in light of the fact that we need to ethicalness signal and safeguard ladies no matter what in all times. Their prompt solace, security, and feels are definitely more significant than whatever else, regardless of whether they hurt them well into what's to come. In numerous Asian nations, ladies in their early to late 20s are disgraced for not getting hitched and having children. They'd actually have probably the least rates of birth on the planet. This shows one of two things is going on. Either most ladies there don't need kids by any means, and all the disgracing language persuades about portion of the ladies to have children out of dread and disgrace, or conceivable disgracing language is totally ineffectual against ladies overall rather than men. I figure out the ladies that truly do have children generally do it in numerous Asian nations to keep their desired man or due to child rabies. Without those two things, I suspect that the rate of birth would be 1/2 a child for each couple, and the cutting edge would just be 1/4 of the size of the ongoing one. Everybody talks about crashing rates of birth in Japan, yet in South Korea, it's much with the rate of birth of just 1.17 kids per couple. In South Korea, we're likewise seeing the ascent of women's rights, and that absolutely will not be assisting them with keeping their populace up. Those Korean ladies as of now appear as though they're in their middle age, and some of them are scarcely in their 20s. It's more similar to another age of Korean ladies, testing customary female cleanliness principles in light of self-absorption, while imagining that they're superior to men. Those are the last kind of ladies you really need to settle down with. For more established ladies that pass up this great opportunity and are currently attempting to land a post-wall chad, their chances go somewhere near the day. Consistently or two. A family companion or significant distance, relative attempts to set me up with a lady like that. I can't say precisely who on the grounds that my family currently knows that I'm the same man. My point is on the grounds that you feel frustrated about your kindred single female that is more seasoned and presently looks unattractive, doesn't imply that keeping her contact data into my email or web-based entertainment as a final desperate attempt to get her hitched is going to assist the insane honeybee, and let me with scratching that inch. I have my issues to tackle, and thus I'm not in no state to date. Women, I'm grieved that you're a lady that the world has neglected. I just don't have any memorable desires of you. Ladies must discover that 10 to 15% of men after the age of 40 will at any point get hitched in their lives. That is simply somewhat more than 1 of every 10. Of that 10%, do you truly imagine that the majority of them are advantageous in light of your grand principles? Ladies need to comprehend that they need to set their home up in their 20s, and that is the point at which they need to find a decent soulmate. On the off chance that they don't, they normally float around from one person to another. I was watching the video as of late where Joe Rogan was discussing the way in which it was miserable for a 70-year-old man to find himself unmarried and thoroughly searching in the mirror since he never had any kids. Such a person would search in that mirror and say that is everything to life. A ton of folks check out at life in the incorrect manner. I realize that I unquestionably do also. We view at it as objective rather than an excursion, and that is the reason large numbers of us can be disgraced into taking in one of those more established women since we're stressed over biting the dust alone. It's just when a man is solid and with sound psyche and body that he really contemplates how miserable it is bite the dust alone. I surmise in a manner a solitary old maid that can't find a 40-year-old spouse is in torment. It's simply the apprehension about living and kicking the bucket alone, and not having the option to care for herself monetarily and actually into advanced age. She may be flagging that she's searching for a patsy to do those things for her so she doesn't need to live in dread any longer. That is valuable time that she will not at any point get in the future to get an alternate man. Obviously, she can't resist the urge to converse with you, since she needs the transient profound tampon fix. That is all I must say for now. Remember to crush the like button how aged women are hoping to get crushed by youthful bucks in a world when interspecies sentiment. Bang the ringer in gratitude for taking your day-to-day portion of red pills. Recollect a red pill daily. Partake in the remainder of your day, and good wishes.